Stephen, a 2-1 defeat to Crusaders today. Can I get your thoughts on the game, please?
My thoughts on the game are that the first half we weren't at the races, not touch tight, not getting. We talked a lot this week and we worked hard in certain areas of the pitch. If you don't win a midfield battle, you're going to be in trouble. We lost the midfield battle considerably, and by not picking up the loose runner, and that allowed their fullbacks to go forward at will. And then when there's overloads, the 2v1 situations are created, and then they're out passing you. And we knew they had the nippy players up front, the two wide players. Bride dropped into position to try and pick up Joe Crow in our midfield, and let their two wingers come inverted and come in with pace. And we weren't touch tight to them, and hence we ended up making a couple of changes at half time, as you'll be aware. So those are things that we didn't do well tactically. And when it's not that a team sets out to, you hear this nonsense that people talk about, why does a team start off sluggish or not motivated? That's nonsense. It's tactical awareness on a football pitch where you track a player over 10 yards. And we didn't do that well. That created the overloads, and then their passing movement was good. And hence then they start dictating the shape of the game and how the thing flows. We were miles off it, and I was so cross with the team. Made 2 changes at half time. Only thought Adam was good maybe for 25, 30 minutes. Had to play 45. But you bring on one of your experienced players who should know better. In Kyle Cherry, who's a marvellous person. So it's not a go at Kyle. It's my crossness around losing a football match when you need to be balanced, thought through, dealing with the change, trying to get our foot back on the ball, and then to get someone sent off within minutes of the second half starting is a nightmare. Going down to 10 men, but we actually played better with 10 men than we did with 11. And for the last 30 minutes we were superb. Score a goal, 2 great chances, whipped over the top of the crossbar, and we looked excellent, but too little too late. If we scored a goal here today, we'd have robbed Crusaders. But so disappointing all round from our end. I'm disappointed in boys losing battles. They know my thoughts on all of this here. I'll now go home and be cross for 3 days, not talk to anybody because it annoys me that much. But that's the football. That's the football at this level. You have to be aware of your job and doing your job well. It's always great when you win and everybody's happy and we all go home and think how great's that. But when you lose, you have to you have to think it through. Where did it go wrong? Who's playing well? Who's not playing well? Why did we lose the game? And cement over these problems and get better. Learn from it. Move on. This is a tough league and no place to hide.
As you said, for large parts of the second half, probably a lot more like yourselves, a lot of better showing. Heat gets the goal late on, but just too little too late. Probably just not enough time to try and get the equaliser in the end.
Yeah, I turned to the boys and said how long we got, and I think they said that with 3.5 minutes plus stoppage, I think something like that, or we were just running out of time, and with 10 it was always going to be difficult. We've seen flashes of from Lex, who's bringing people into play, but we were with 10 you're exposed and you're pushing people on to try and get that equaliser, but by the same token you're leaving yourself wide open on the counter attack. But it's definitely a game of frustration from the senior players. They're coming into the dressing room reading the riot act, because of a lack of understanding of what we should be doing in key moments of the game, and that's high level football, and we need to work this out. This is something that we've been good certain weeks, and then the following weeks we're not backing it up with another win. We were expected to win at Glenavon, we didn't do it. We were expected to win here today, we didn't do it, and now we have to go away now and lick our wounds and go again. But that's the football game. No one said it would be easy. There's a song title, isn't there? Coldplay. So it's just how it is.
Thank you, Stephen.